ooh, look at her. She's leaving her Weight Watchers meeting. Where does she find the motivation? And here's the deal. Motivation is complete and total BS. It will get you through the doors of the Weight Watchers meeting, but it's not going to keep you there. What is going to keep you there is your dedication to yourself when things are rough, when things aren't pretty, how you're showing up for yourself. We can show up for ourselves when every single week the scale is down, minus this, minus this, minus this. This week for me, it was +2. For what reason? I don't know. I can't I can't backtrack and be like, oh, it was definitely this and this and this, because I did everything by the book. I did everything right. But you know what? I'm so dedicated to myself in this journey and getting all this extra weight off that I'm not gonna stop. And you can't use a gain like that. That's a big gain. And I can't even be like, oh, it was definitely this. I can't, because I did everything right. But I'm dedicated to myself. And I said, you know what? Last week I lost 2.4? Anyone remember? 2.4, 2 point something. I lost that much. At least I didn't gain the point whatever. At least that's still a loss. Yeah, go me. And this week is another week. I'll see it this week. That's what we used to say in our meetings. Whenever someone would come in dejected and saying, oh, I gained blah, 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 but I did everything right, our first immediate reaction was, hey, man, you'll see it this week. It's all good. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. But what was I saying? Yeah, so you have to be dedicated to yourself. There is no such thing as motivation. You're not always motivated to do things that are right for you or even good for you. You're not motivated, at least I don't think a lot of people are motivated to be getting up at 5 a.m. every single day to go to work, to a job they might not like, to hang out with coworkers they might absolutely hate. You're not motivated to do that, but you still do it because you know that the benefit outweighs everything else. You're not motivated. Let's be honest here. I don't think a lot of people, I don't know. I'm not a mom, but I wouldn't think that you're always motivated to get up and like feed the baby or take care of the baby, but you do it because what's the consequence? What's the other option? Yeah. So you have to show that same level of commitment. I'm sorry, this is like really crooked. You don't need to look at me, you can listen. You have to show that same level of dedication and commitment that you show to everyone else to yourself. That means getting up and going to the Weight Watcher meeting because you love your meetings. And some of us don't, but there's a lot of people who do. So if you love your meeting and you love the community that's there and you still have a meeting, you owe it to yourself to go. You owe it to yourself to start tracking, start doing all of these wonderful, great things that are going to benefit you. And you don't start at 100. If you don't have any motivation at all and you're not doing anything, why would you start at 100? Why would you? We like to think that getting back on it, when we think of that, getting back on track, we automatically think of when we were at our peak and doing the most and doing our best. We're not there anymore. So we have to start at 0. We have to start at 20. That means just track your food. I was talking to Jojo, a leader at the Weight Watchers meeting, and she said, so I still remember this from weeks ago. She said, what do you have to do? And I took a breath because I was going to say this whole spiel about what I needed to do. And I said, well, I haven't been tracking at all, so I need to actually get on the app and track. And she says, stop right there. That's where we're going to start. That's what you need to do. Just start tracking. And it doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be every single meal. Just get into the habit of tracking. Well, what's that going to do? Maybe nothing in the short term when it comes to weight, but it's going to get you in the habit of building and getting into that mindset of doing more. So now you have the habit of opening the app. Okay, can I track one more meal? Can I track one more food? Can I start weighing my food? Can I start doing this? What can I add on? So eventually you're starting at 20, but you'll get to 25, you'll get to 30, you'll start increasing that way. And that's more sustainable. That is much more sustainable and doable long term than starting at 100. Because yeah, okay, you start at 100 and you might get to goal faster. You might get into that smaller Are you really going to are you going to stay there? Are you going to stay there long term? No, because we haven't built the habits. Get into building the habits. You don't need to do all these things. Oh my God, you do not need to start doing 100 right off the bat. Start at 20. What does 20 look like for you? If you're not doing anything at all and you're completely off the wagon, off the weight loss journey, your journey at all, do what I'm doing. Start at 20. What does that mean for you? What is one thing you can do? What is one thing you can do this week, today even? And it cannot be anything besides track. It doesn't even have to be Weight Watchers. Maybe you're using iTrackBites. Maybe you're calorie counting. Whatever food you're doing food-wise to track, start there. Just open the app. That's it. Just open it. Just open it. Get into the habit of opening it. And while you're there, hey, might as well track one thing. Track a 0-point food. Track a banana. Track whatever. Just track one thing. That's where we need to start. You don't need to be starting. You need to build. You need to build. But yeah, motivation, it's complete nonsense. It's complete BS. It's definitely not gonna do crap. Maybe it'll get things going. But you know what? In 1-2 weeks, a month, you're gonna lose all motivation. And you hear it all the time. Oh, I don't have motivation to do this. I don't have motivation to do that. Okay, make it a habit of yours. Get to a point where it feels weird that you're not doing it. Oh, I get to a point where it's like, oh, I feel weird not tracking my food. Oh, I need to get on the app and start tracking. I feel weird not going for my 15-minute walk in the morning. I need to get up and start going on that walk. Oh, I feel weird not doing all this stuff. Get to a point where it's that. And it's not going to be fast. It's not going to be quick. We like to glamorize it. Or at least the weight loss industry likes to glamorize it. That lose weight quick. You do this program, you do that program, you do this, and the pounds will come shedding off. Well, guess what? I'm on a weight loss journey. I did everything right, and I still gained. And then you'll have a whole bunch of people coming at me saying, oh, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do that. I'm good. I am good because I know this is it might be muscle, it might be whatever. The weight from last week might not have even been a real loss. It'll come off. It will come off. But it's not gonna come off if I keep beating myself up. So, and it's not gonna come. And right now I could say, oh, I don't have any motivation, because I don't. I'm not motivated. I'm not motivated at all these days, but I'm still doing it. I'm still showing up. So take from that what you will. We are still doing our Lean for Halloween challenge. So let me know how that's going for you. You guys know how it's going for me. But you know what? It's fine, because this weight is not permanently attached. It will come off, boys and girls. It will come off. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and take from that what you will. And do not quit. And start. If you haven't, if you're not, if you're like, oh, I need motivation, it's never going to be there. It might be there for a brief while, but it's not going to be there permanently. So prioritize yourself. Take from this what you will. Anyways, have a lovely week. I will check in with you next week. Definitely. I'll see you then.